Hey, Canaway Nation, it's Billy Funk. If you were to ask me, where's the one place that 1 out of 7 friends, 1 out of 7 family members, 1 out of 7 coworkers, colleagues, acquaintances, college buddies, where's the one place that 1 out of 7 people that you know would be all the time? You might scratch your head for a second, but I would answer, well, it's not going to be a place. It's going to be a social media platform called Facebook. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Mark Zuckerberg created this little social media platform several years ago where him and some college buddies decided to invite some friends to this platform. And they invited some friends to the platform because they liked it. And that few friends turned into a few hundred, which turned into a few thousand, which turned into a few 100,000 and a few million. And what do you know, today there's over 1.3 billion people on Facebook. Kind of sounds a little bit like network marketing, where you invite a handful of people to take a look at something. If they like it, well, they got the opportunity to share it with other people as well, and so on and so forth. Mark Zuckerberg is actually the best network marketer on the planet if you really think about it. He created the biggest platform and has got the biggest downline. Well, that may be funny, but he also created a platform for us to market our business on. Because online marketing is just like offline marketing. It's all about developing relationships with people. Now, a lot of us have been building social equity on Facebook for months, if not years, and we've developed and built this mansion of social equity. Except a lot of us don't know how to monetize or even rent out the rooms of that mansion. Well, here's how you do that. Canaway has got an opportunity. Facebook is an opportunity for you to share Canaway with other people. Now, there's a right way and a wrong way to do this. You can go out there and spam people and just say, hey, check this out, and send them a link, but we all know what's going to happen there. They're going to think that it's a funny video coming their way, just like you would send them if you were sending them a funny video. So you don't want to do that. I never send anybody a link unless they actually request one from me. So if you're not getting requested links, if they're not saying, hey, how do I get started? Hey, can I check out some more information? Don't send them a link just yet. You need to develop that relationship and go through the process. Remember, if you build rapport and credibility with people and then find out information and find a problem they're having and then simply provide a solution, they will say yes to whatever that solution is every single time. They will say yes to taking a look at it. And that solution for you is Canaway. So you've got friends, you've got family members, you've got all sorts of different people that you know on Facebook. So what do? Well, the best way to prospect people is using the messenger chat. And you would use it just like you would if you were having a conversation with them via text message or over the phone. If you know them already and they know you, well, guess what? You got a head start and you've built that relationship. Now your job is to find information out about what they're doing right now, any problems they might be having, where they want to go, and you can simply show them how to get there. So it's just like having a conversation. If you haven't talked to somebody in a while, you don't say, hey, John, I'm having a party next week. What are you doing? If it's been years and years, you would probably say, hey, John, long time, what are you up to? Now, if your buddy that you talked to just a couple weeks ago, you can send him that message all day long, and he's probably going to, respond positively to that. Facebook is an entirely different beast. It takes time to develop it takes a longer time to develop those relationships as well as those prospects and generate leads as well as recruits in your business on an online platform than it does offline. This is almost passive prospecting versus offline marketing, which is active. So know that it will take time to develop and generate business on Facebook, but it's definitely possible. So what do you do about your timeline? I would suggest this to you. Think about what people want to see. Think about things that are positive. What makes you look like a leader? What things can you share with other people that's value-driven content? Gary Vaynerchuk recently wrote a book called Jab, 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 Right Hook. He's one of the quote-unquote gurus of social media, and he related social media to boxing. And so if your Facebook strategy is to simply ask people to sign up, and ask people over and over again, well, guess what? You're not going to knock anybody out. You can't go for the knockout punch on the first punch and expect to hit somebody every single time. What you want to do is you want to throw some jabs, which is like giving value. You want to give value, give value, give value. Then you ask for permission. Then you ask people to buy what you're selling. So what's value? Well, personal development, mindset, motivation, inspiration. How about a piece of content talking about how hemp can replace all the forests and eliminate deforestation? Maybe educating people more on what CBD is, educating people more about what exactly hemp is, how it's not marijuana. If you start doing that on a daily basis and giving people value-based content, when you put your link out there, more people are going to click on it. There's a thing called edge rank in Facebook. And a lot of people know about it. At the same time, there's 1.3 billion people on Facebook, which means that a lot of people don't know about it as well. So whether you know about it or you don't, it's good to get a little refresher course on what exactly is edge rank. Facebook uses an algorithm when it comes to taking your posts and showing them to your friends and how many people actually see that post. When a post is actually released, when you actually click on post, whether it's a picture, whether it's text, whether it's a link, within the next hour or so, based on the number of people that first initially see it, the number of likes, the number of comments, the number of reshares that you get, those are different point systems inside of Facebook. Meaning that if you get a lot of people to like it, a lot of people to comment on it, and a lot of people to share it, well, you're going to get exposed. That content will get exposed to a whole lot more people. So if it's value-driven content, more people are willing to share it. If it's value-driven content, more people are likely to like it. If it's value-driven content, more people are going to comment on it, which means that more people will see your posts. So know about EdgeRank and use it effectively in your business. There's other little pieces to that puzzle, but the most important ones are if you do it correctly and you've got good, solid content that is just value-driven, you're going to get the likes. You're going to get the reshares, and you're going to get the comments. If you're not getting those, well, rethink who your audience is and rethink maybe what content you're putting out there to the marketplace. Also, how many friends do you have? Now, there's a thing called Facebook jail, which means that if you friend request a bunch of people who tell Facebook that they don't know you, well, Facebook doesn't like that so much, and they block you from sending friend requests from anywhere from a day up to 30 days. So what you want to do is you want to engage in conversations with people and then message them and ask them if it would be okay for you to send them a friend request. Never send somebody a friend request unless you truly know them and that they're going to actually accept or they said yes to you sending them that friend request. Those are some big tips, and you want to use them effectively when you're promoting and marketing Canaway. Now, when somebody is inside of your chat box and you're prospecting them, you're building that rapport. Maybe you're reestablishing that bridge, that connection that you have with somebody that you haven't talked to for years, which, by the way, is Facebook is full of your friends that you haven't seen for years and years, and you can find them all pretty easily using graph search. Your job is to reestablish relationships with people that you used to have connections with. Build that bridge back, and then find the value as well as the information that you need from that person, and then just send them the solution to the problems that they're looking for, which of course, is Canaway. So Facebook is a giant platform. There's many different ways to prospect on it. There's many different ways to market on it, as well as brand yourself. If you stay consistent and persistent, people will see that you're not going away. They'll see that you're the real deal and you're not a flake. That you're not, you're not just there one day and then you're gone for 7 more days. Make it a strategy to post 2 to 3 pieces of content a day. Now, if you've never done this before, start out with 1. But posting and posting over and over again, minute after minute after minute, isn't always the best strategy. Sometimes spreading out your content and posting at different intervals during the day is actually going to get your content exposed to more people. So the real cool thing about this entire university is these are courses, lessons, training series that you can watch and rewatch. And on top of that, we are always including and incorporating new and value-based content and more training so that you can absorb it and go out there and use them effectively in your business. This is the first video on how to market on Facebook. There's going to be many more to come, and you're going to see that if you start utilizing these strategies effectively online, as well as continue to market and prospect offline, you're going to incorporate the best of both worlds. You're no longer going to be just an offline marketer or just an online marketer. You're just going to be a marketer. And that's what the best do. They just market. They find a way that works and they continue to work it. And they bridge that gap between the offline world and the online world. They create groups, they create fan pages, they prospect and invite people using their inbox on Facebook, and they share content on their time feed, on their news feed, as well as offline, inviting, exposing, following up, and closing people in their business. Bridge that gap and get anybody that you plug in online, get them offline, and anybody that you find offline, plug them in online, and you'll see a whole lot more success in your business. Until next time, guys, stay awesome.